Hare Krishna, and a very warm welcome to all my dear angels. Now, in the last video, I have shown you how to multiply two-digit numbers, three-digit numbers whose end digit, the unit digit is 5, and the difference of the two numbers is 10. And the difference of two numbers is 10. And I have told you that in that case, the 5 into 5 will be 75 and not 25. Now, in this video, I am showing you one more technique of multiplying such numbers, but their condition is only the end digit is 5. N digit is 5, the difference it doesn't mean. It can be 10, 2, 20, 30, 50, 40. N difference can be there. So the general technique to multiply all these numbers, and then we'll come to know why 25 is not in this, why 25 is written as 75, and where I have to apply 25. So for understanding all that, I'm sharing my screen with you. Please come to my screen. Yes. So first of all, confirm to me that my screen is visible to all of you, and that also I'm audible to all of you. Now, in this case, I am multiplying the numbers, two-digit number, three-digit numbers, whose end digit is 5, means the unit digit is 5, and the difference of the numbers can be any. It can be 10, 20. The last video is not only 10. The condition was only 10. Now it can be any difference, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. It doesn't matter what is the difference. And then I will come to know where to apply 25, where to apply 75. Right? Now, here I'm going to use the concept of odd and even numbers. Odd and even numbers. And what is an odd number? Odd number is that which is not divisible by 2. Which is not divisible by 2 is called an odd number. And that number ends with 13579. 13579. For example, the numbers 29, 31, 53, 75, 89, 673, 825, and so on. They are all ending with digits 9, 1, 13579. So they are all odd numbers. They are all odd numbers. Whereas the numbers which are divisible by 2, are called as even numbers, and they end with the digits 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. For example, the numbers 20, 42, 54, 76, 88, 384, and so on. They are all ending with digits 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. So they are all even numbers. So I will use the concept of odd and even numbers for multiplying two-digit three numbers which are ending with 5, and the difference of the numbers can be any. It can be 10, 20, 30, 50. It can be any difference. Now, suppose you have to multiply 45 with 75. Now, 45 to 75. Now, as you can see, the end digit is 5 only. The end digit is 5 only. And the difference of the numbers is now not 10. It is now 30. 75 minus 45 is 30. The difference is not 10. So how to multiply these numbers? Now, the technique is very simple. First of all, you multiply 4 into 7. 4 into 7 plus 4 plus 7 divided by 2. You add both these numbers and divide by 2. Take the half of that, divide by 2, and then followed by 5 square, and then followed by 5 square. Now, when the number is followed by 5 square, I will tell you where to apply 25, where to apply 75. Now, 4 into 7 is 28, and 4 plus 7 is 11. Now, 11 is an important number because 11 is a odd number. 11 is an odd number and not an even number. When you divide by 2, you get the answer as 5.5. 5.5, which means it is an integral part and this is a decimal part. So just take the integral part and discard the decimal part. 0.5 discard, don't take it, don't consider this part. Simply add 5 to 28. Simply add 5 to 28 and the answer will be 33. Now please remember, when the sum of both the numbers, like in this case 4 or 7, is an odd number, then the answer will always be followed by a 75 and not by 25. The answer will always followed by 75 when the sum of the numbers like 4 and 7 means A and B is an odd number, then it is followed by 75. And when the sum is an even number, then it is followed by 25. Now here in this case, 4 plus 7 is an odd number. So I add 5 only, discard 5.5, and answer is 3375. Answer is 3375, right? So in the same way, I have to multiply 55 into 75. Now end digit as usual is 5 only. End digit is 5 only. But the difference now is 20. Difference now is 20. Now the same technique is there. 5 into 7 is 35. And 5 plus 7 is 12. Now 12 is an even number. 12 is an even number. Means fully divisible by 2. There will no decimal part. So 5 plus 7, 12. 12 divided by 2, 6. So 35 plus 6. 35 plus 6, how much? 41. And because this sum 12 is an even number, so the product will be followed by 25 and not by 75. I repeat, when the sum is an even number, then it will followed by 25 and not by 75. In the last case, the sum was an odd number. 4 plus 7 was an odd number, so it was followed by a 75. Now in this case, 4 plus 5 plus 7 is an even number, 12 is an even number, so it will followed by 25. So my answer will be 4125. 4, there is no decimal part, only integral part is there. Add that to the product of both the numbers. 35 plus 6, 41, followed by 25. So the full answer is 4125. Right? Now, in the same case, I'm multiplying 65 into 105. 65 into 105. Now, the first digit is 5, last digit is 5, unit digit is 5, and the difference is how much? 40. The difference is 40. Now, the same technique is there. I multiply 6 by 10. I multiply 6 by 10. I get the answer as product as 60. Then I add 6 plus 10 divided by 2. Now 6 plus 10 is an 16, which is an even number, 100% divisible by 2. There is no decimal part left. So the answer will be followed by 25 and not by 75. And 16 by 2 is how much? 8. So 60 plus 8 is 68, followed by 25. So full answer is 6825. 6825. So just remember the technique that when the sum of both the numbers A and B, let the numbers be AB and A5 and B5, and if the sum of A and B is an even number, then the product will always followed by 25, and when the sum of A and B is an odd number, then it will followed by 75, not by 25. Now take the example 75 into 125. Here again, and both the numbers are ending at 5, and the difference between both the numbers is 50. Now I multiply first of all 7 into 12. 7 into 12 is equal to 84. Now is 84. Now I add 12 plus 7 and divided by 2. Now 12 plus 7 is an odd number. 19 is an odd number ending at 9. So it is an odd number. It means when I divide by 2, I'll get a decimal part, and that is 9.5. The integral part is 9, decimal part is 0.5. I discard the decimal part. I simply add the integral part, the whole part, to 84, and I get the answer as 93. And because it is an odd number, 19 is an odd number, so the product will be followed by 75 and not by 25. Please remember, when the sum is an odd number, it will always followed by 75 and not by 25. In the same way, 125 into 145. Now these are 3-digit number, but the technique is same. The first number before 5 is 12, and now in this case it is 14. So 12 into 14 is the first condition. You have to multiply 12 into 14. You can easily multiply. You have shown you previously in my previous videos how to multiply number 12 and 12 into 14 by applying the Nicholam Sutra, and then add 12 plus 14. Now 12 plus 14 is 26. So 26 is an even number. It is divided by 2. There is no decimal part left. So 26 divided by 2 will give 13. And 12 into 14 will give 168. 12 plus 4, and then 2 into 4. 2 into 4 is 8. 12 plus 4 is 16. So answer is 168. Plus add 26 to this number. There is no decimal part. So just add 26 to this number, 168. And you will get the 168 plus 30. 26 divided by 2, you get 13. So you get 181. And because 26 is an even number, so it will always be followed by 25 and not by 75. So the answer is 181.25. Please remember this thing, that when the sum is an even number, it is always followed by 25. When the sum of A and B is an odd number, it is followed by 75. In the same way, you can multiply 135 into 185. Again, the 3-digit numbers, the number before 5 is 13, and number before here is 18. So 13 and 18. You have to first multiply 13 and 18, applying the Nicholam Sutra. We can very easily that 13 plus 8 is how much? 21, and 3 into 8 is 24. So when you balance it, you get 234. When you balance it, you get the answer 234. And then add 13 plus 18. 13 plus 18 will give you 31. 31 is an odd number. It is not an even number. It is an odd number. When you divide by 2, you get the integral part as well as the decimal part. So discard the decimal part and just add the integral part as 15. So 234 plus 15 will give you 249. And because it is an odd number, because 13 plus 18 is an odd number, so it will be followed by 75 and not by 25. Because it is an odd number, so the product will be followed by by 75 and not by 25. So in this way, you can do also the questions. I have done more examples. You see 125 to 175. Again, 12 plus 17. 12 plus 17 is an odd number, so it will be followed by 75 and not by 25. Right? How to multiply 12 and 17? I have already shown you. 12 plus 12 into 17 is 12 plus 7, or 17 plus 2. So it will be 19, and then 2 into 7 is 14. I take 1 over here, it becomes 204. It should be 219 plus 1. 19 plus 1. 204. Yes. So 17, and you see this number 17, 12 plus 17, 12 plus 17 is an odd number, 29. So I will, it will be followed by 75 and not by 25, right? So in this way, you can find the answer very easily, right? Okay. 12 plus 17, yes. Okay. Now, in the same way, you have to multiply, say, 125 into 165. Now, you have to multiply 12 into 16 and then followed by 12 plus 16. Now, 12 plus 16 is an even number. The sum is 28. 28 is an even number. So, the product will be followed by 25 and not by 75. And not by 75, because 12 plus 16 is an even number. Remember the golden rule: when the sum is an even number, it will always follow by 25, and when the sum is an odd number, it will always follow by 75. So the technique is same. 12 to 16 is equal to 192. I have shown here how to multiplication by using Nikram Sutra, and then 28 plus 2 is give you a complete integral part. There is no decimal part involved. It will be what 14. 28 divided by 2 is 14. So we add 14 to 192 and get the answer as 206 followed by 25. So the complete answer is 20625. So there are certain, these are some of the questions you can do, take for practice. It is a 2-digit number, 3-digit number, and the same questions are there. The n number is always 5. The difference can be any. Just check whether the sum is an odd number and even number, and accordingly apply the number 25 or 75. So students, I've shown you a very simple technique of multiplication of such numbers where the end digit is 5 and the difference of the numbers can be any 10, 20, 30. When the difference is 10, I told you in the last video that you allowed was 75. When the difference is 10, always out of 75. But the general rule is that when the sum of both the numbers a5 and b5, when the sum of both the numbers a and b is an odd number, then it will be always followed by 75. And when the sum of the numbers a plus b is an even number, then always followed by 25. So here I stop sharing of the video screen because I've shown you everything in this. And in the next, yes. So I hope you must have understood this technique very well. It's a very simple technique and a very wonderful technique to multiply the numbers ending with 5. So in the next video, I will show you some other techniques of multiplications by 5. So I hope you have liked this video. If you think this video is worth your precious time, it is really added to your value with your information, is really valuable, then do subscribe to my channel and also share this video among your friends. And share this video among your friends. And if you really want to learn more such of techniques of speed mental math, more some magical games based on the concepts of speed mental math, then do call me on my number 9265418811. I repeat, 9265418811. So till then, wait for my next video. Thank you very much for sharing valuable time with me. Thank you. Have a nice day. Have a great day. Have a wonderful day. Hare Krishna.